Hi guys, it's Sheena from Teton Raptor Center and I'm here to give you all this week's patient update, so let's go ahead and get started. First up this week is Great Horned Owl 311 from Riverton, Wyoming. This bird came in completely emaciated. We have a suspicion that he was having a hard time hunting out there, especially maybe with all of this snow we've got on the ground. So we are slowly bringing this bird back up to a good, healthy condition. When birds are emaciated like this, you simply can't just feed them because unfortunately it can shock their system and they're not able to digest any of the food that they've just eaten. So instead we have to work them up to really small amounts of food and then slowly over time increase those food amounts. We can also offer a liquid diet where we insert a tube down into their stomach and provide fluids and essentially protein to the bird that way. Next up this week, we've got Golden Eagle 3-9 from Pinedale, Wyoming. This bird came in with an ulna fracture in the right wing, eye trauma to the right eye, as well as soft tissue damage to the right wing. So this bird had a giant open wound on its wing that our vet had to essentially go in surgically and close this wound and make sure that it wasn't wide open. So here's just a quick photo of all of those sutures popped into the bird's wing. You can see it's pretty swollen, but he is getting better. He started taking food a little bit easier, and we're hoping that he'll eventually be able to self-feed on his own very soon. But as you can see in this video, he's definitely taking those hand feed bites really well. His attitude has also perked up. When he first came in, he was pretty depressed and very sad and lethargic. However, now he's quite alert and aware of his surroundings. So that's something we love to see in patient progression. Next up, we've got Great Horned Owl 2-8 from Swan Valley, Idaho. This is the bird that came in with double fractures, a right radius fracture and a left scapula fracture, as well as head trauma and eye trauma in both eyes. So a lot going on for this guy. Still living in the ICU. I'd like to see more callousing in those fractures before we consider moving this bird into the PCU, but his eye trauma has really resolved and he's visual in both eyes. Next up, we have Great Horned Owl 1228 from Hoback, Wyoming. This was another car strike situation, but this bird is living out in the flight barn and is doing so well out there. You can see some really beautiful controlled flights. We would love to move this bird into one of the larger areas in there. However, we do have birds occupied in all of those spaces right now. So we're just trying to shuffle them through, and eventually this bird can then move to a larger space. Next up is Rough-Legged Hawk 1224 from Farson, Wyoming. This is the bird that was unfortunately shot in its right wing and had a broken right wing. You can see we've got her out in the flight barn, which is really exciting. We're hoping to continue flight conditioning and live prey testing and get this bird out before she needs to migrate up to the Arctic. Last but not least this week is Red-tailed Hawk 1214 from Taylorville, Idaho. This bird is also flying out in the flight barn and is doing a really good job. We plan on live prey testing this bird, and as soon as this bird passes, it will be ready for release. We're doing about 20 full flights back and forth in the flight barn, so really nice symmetrical flights. It's exactly what we want to see out of this bird. All right, that's all we've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed learning more about our birds. Remember that if you want to do your part to help keep wild birds wild, you can check out our website at tetonraptorcenter.org and make a donation. You can also click the link in the description below, and that will take you right to our donate page. Remember that we put out new videos every Friday for patient updates, so be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can stay up to date on all of our bird updates. Bye!